Thank you. Thank you. All right, welcome, Dr. Ankur. Thank you so much for making time. So this is a little bit about my background. I started Link Coaching in 2016. Now, even though I started in 2016, it turns out that I was actually helping people achieve their goals all my life. All my life, in whatever career I did, I was always helping people achieving their goals. So then one day in 2016, I established as a professional life coach. Prior to that, of course, I flew to America to train as, to certify as a professional life coach. Came back, started as a parenting coach with a special interest in gifted education. But through my personal journey with my senior dad, who needed to be residing to the nursing home, that got me to write a book. Initially, I wrote a book for my children only, because at the time, I just realized that they never got to meet my mom. I just wish my mom was here for my dad. And in a moment of gratitude, I just thought this amazing, incredible woman who lost her own mother at the age of 8 and yet was able to raise 10 kids herself, like incredible. And on top of that, I was able to achieve every single dream I had so far. That's me being born at the end of the Vietnam War with nothing. I didn't even have color pencils. And with that realization, that reflection, that gratitude, deep gratitude, I thought I need to write a book for my kids to connect them with grandma. That was all I thought. But after I wrote the first draft, I heard on the news and another news on Facebook, 2 kids who took their own life due to cyberbullying. And a coach, a life coach, who lost her life suddenly, no notice whatsoever. She had a seizure, and a few hours later, she was gone. And these 3 news consecutively saddened me so much. I was sitting there in tears. I could not stop crying, and I don't even know these people. And that's because of my flaw. I have this surplus of compassion for other people growing up. And I felt so much that I could not help it, but I felt compelled to share the book. The reason being is because I was able to achieve every single dream I had. And I just thought, for this coach, she just realized her dream. Wouldn't it be amazing if she could live it before she go? I keep thinking that we all have to go one day, right? Wouldn't it be amazing if she live her dream before she goes? Anyway, so that started the whole journey with my authorship. So I decided I need to publish the book. And as soon as I published the book, the vision of 3 Hearts came. 3 Hearts stands for love and connection for yourself, love and connection for each other, and love and connection for the universe. I just thought if we create safe space for people to share, those 2 children might still be here. So it's really in honor of the 2 lives that lost. And as I go about 3 Hearts for 4 years now, when I served 3 Hearts, it was out of my own intuition. I didn't know statistics whatsoever. I consider myself the accidental founder at the time. I didn't know anything about startup or anything. I just wanted to serve, right? So I share with my amazing readers who love the book so much. The book has transformed many lives. Many readers become published authors. So a number of them, 16 of them, become 3 Hearts ambassadors. And we literally have transformed lives. And I have not collect any fees for 3 Hearts. It was literally served for free. So my idea was I will earn from Link Coaching and I will serve 3 Hearts for free. That was the idea. So then years goes on, a couple of years into it, I realized I've learned that there are over 300 million people are suffering from depression. I also learned that 72% of entrepreneurs have self-reported with mental health concerns. That's when I launched Coachable this year, a few months ago. Coachable is a platform for coaches to serve everybody, because to serve the business owners. Because my thinking is that I help the coaches to get business, because a number of them have to quit their coaching business to go back to a 9-to-5 job because they can't get clients. And business owners, the solopreneurs, like we do many things, we wear many hats, and we don't have enough help, not enough funding. So I'm saying I'm putting all these coaches here to help each other grow. So the purpose for Coachable is for us all to flourish, for us to all provide employment. Because when we do well, naturally we need more help, virtual VA, whatever. And so, yeah, that's the whole shebang in one go. I'm sorry, I'm speaking a bit fast because I know we have limited time. But what
I
I'm
love
going
it.
to do is, I'm going to share with you some pictures so that it
Sure.
anchors all the story. And the next picture I'm going to share with you. You can laugh with me, not at me, but with me. I consider it the most embarrassing photo on planet Earth because this is the only child photo that I have from Vietnam.
Wow.
As you could see, as young as I was always a thinker. I was always a thinker. I was always a worrywart about thinking about other people, about things around the world, whatever. It's embarrassing because I still have my pacifier. So that's me. That's little Linda.
Very cute. Nothing to
Thank
be
you.
embarrassed about. Nothing to be embarrassed
Thank you,
about.
thank you, thank you. So this was the first dream. As you could see, when I was young, I didn't have much. And as any little girl would, because I'm the ninth of the 10th, there's 10 kids in the
Wow.
family. So I was
Wow.
always wearing hand-me-down. So any little girl would just have a wish to have a dress. And that planted the seed. And I studied fashion design after I come to Sydney, Australia. I actually came to Sydney, Australia at the age of 15 without a word of English. And I did not even know what a computer looked like before I came.
Hmm.
And come to think about now we're using technology to connect across the world. It's been such a journey. So that was dream number one. I designed everything from the logo, from the floor, everything, you name it, I designed it. When they tell me I couldn't do certain thing, I did it. So, and before I came to Australia, I grew up with black and white photos, black and white TV, until one day my sister who came to Sydney, Australia, and my cousin went to America, they sent photo home. The first time I saw color photo with blonde hair, blue eyes, I was just mesmerized. I was thinking, oh my God, what is this? So I literally sit and daydream every day. I did not have world map. I did not have a globe model whatsoever. It was literally sitting there daydream every day. Eventually, I traveled the world. I've been to Alaska 25 years ago.
Hmm.
And when I was about grade 3, I met a kind teacher because when I was in kindergarten and year 1, I was so scared. You know, back then the teacher holds a cane to catch naughty kids. When I met this kind teacher, she just come in and give me a really safety feeling. She hasn't taught me anything, but that planted another seed in my head that that's how teachers should be. And I aspire to be a teacher. So I've taught in all different kind of setting. I study primary teaching after I have children. So now I teach through speaking, through coaching. And as I shared earlier, I didn't even have color pencils, right, when I was in Vietnam. So after I come to Sydney, Australia, the first time I saw art gallery, I was just like blown away. It's like, what is this? How do they do it? So one day I did it myself. I studied diploma of visual arts. This is my first exhibition, and it was selected as the centerpiece at the exhibition. I participated more, won awards, and more. Um, this is another one, and this is another one. In 2016, my self-portrait was selected for the finalist Women's Art Prize on the theme of equality. All the way along with my bridal shop, with the traveling career, I was always helping people to get in the industry, to achieve their goals. The girlfriend would say, Linda, I love how your traveling stories. I want to get into it too. I help them get in. When I had my bridal shop, the brides will come and say, Linda, I want to open a business too, but I don't know how to. I would coach them in a matter of 5 minutes, break their fear, give them strategy to just do it. I didn't even know that was called a coach. I didn't even know that was called life coaching, business coaching. Whoever told me, amazingly so far, whoever come to me and say, Linda, help me with this, I have been blessed to be able to help them achieve their goals, no matter what their career path, no matter their age. That sincerity, that openness, because they wanted to be helped. And then I was able to, because I'm creative and I just have been able to. So then they would always say, Linda, you should write a book. So even though I didn't write it for the same purpose, but the book was always in me, I guess. And so eventually I did. And the book has achieved #1 bestseller in Australia, in Canada, in UK, #5 in US, making it #1 international bestseller. And that was my medal. And it was so humbling because growing up here, I was constantly reminded your English writing is terrible. Your grammar is horrible. So to be receiving a medal in Mexico at the authors conference, it was amazing. And so I was inducted into the International Best-Selling Author Organization. And I was in a magazine. This was a surprise. I didn't know. So it was humbling to be, on the front page of the Top Authors magazine. And my book sales prior to COVID has helped over 1,000 students and over 120 teachers in Uganda alone. I've helped more in Australia as well. This is an epic conference. My book was published in 2017. This conference was in 2019. 2 years later, before my book came out, I can humbly say there are a number of people who use the word connection in business, but not as widely used. After my book came out, it was so much more widely used. And at this conference, the whole theme was called connection. Now, before I go to this conference, after I hear about Dr. Martin Seligman, I thought one day I would love to meet him. And I thought I have to go to America to meet him. But no, he came to Australia. He is so big. He's the founder of positive psychology. And he even helped the US Army. And to be able to standing next to him, it is just so humbling. The whole conference, 1,600 scholars. Most are scholars and PhD. I was the only one holding the book called Connection, the Currency to Happiness. 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every single lecture you go to was all about connection happiness. And the scientists tell us they spent over 30 years studying the subject. I realized I spent over 40 years living it, witnessing it, tested myself before I wrote it. So it was really, really humbling. And I got everyone smiling, especially him. You can see he's normally very, very serious, but this is like the biggest smile you ever see on him, like everyone's smiling. So it was really, really amazing and joyful. I was going to add some more pictures here, but yeah, so I've been interviewed, live radios, I've been speaking at San Diego, different conferences. This is like, over about 400 people from 30 countries around the world, social conscious entrepreneurs. So with 3 Hearts, my message is live and lead with love and compassion. When we do that, we'll be happier. And these are a few people, there's many more, but these are the few that I just like to highlight. He's a marketing director, Andrew. He said he was originally going to join Toastmasters for public speaking skills, but 3 Hearts has done even more for him. And this is the glass artist, Barbara. She is amazing. She even have a piece in the White House. So we have amazing leaders in the community. She said, all my life, tell me what to do, what to achieve, I get it done. But 3 Hearts has challenged me to think and be more than what I thought I was. I was also invited to be one of the featured guests in our documentary. I've shared with you, I've been invited a number of times now. But this is one of them that I'm in, that I do humbly believe my presence. I've helped them achieve 24 global awards. Why? Because my message literally reinforced the purpose for the documentary. Because I published the book due to 2 children who took their own life due to cyberbullying. And this documentary is all about cyber safety. And I was once again awarded for my book. This is a Changemaker Award. Yeah, so there's actually a number more awards. I haven't included all. This is Coachable, the platform for coaches to serve professionals and business owners. And there are many, many quotes in my book, but this is one of my favorite saying, is never, ever underestimate the power in you. This is my NFT. It was a gift from being a panelist at at a metaverse conference about 2 years ago now. It was a nice surprise gift as well. So that's a nutshell me. That was
Love
a quick
that.
pass.
Yeah, I love that. Maybe we can stop the share, then I could just see you. That would be
Sure,
great.
sure.
First of all, I mean, from that first picture of you being a little child in Vietnam to having an NFT, what a journey! What a technology journey that is.
I
So,
know.
a lot of respect for you for
Thank
that journey, especially being ninth of 10 children. How many children of your own do you have?
I only have 2. I have a boy
Okay.
and a girl. Beautiful.
After you've been in a family of 10, you can say only 2, right?
Only
Yeah.
2, yes. And they have really big hearts too. They've been doing, contribution work since the age of 6 and 8. It's
Okay, I love
modeled by
that.
my mother. It's 3 generations of philanthropic work that we do.
Love it. I love how you have pushed through different geographies, language barriers, technology, and then publishing, which you never expected to do on a worldwide stage. So, and public speaking, I'm sure that was not easy when you first started that, not knowing the language. So, respect to you for that.
Thank you.
I love that. I love that. Look, and outside of London Real Ventures, the investing part that I do, my father passed away at 19 when I was 19 from cancer. Brain tumor started there, spread throughout. So within a 6-month span, I saw him being, the person that taught you everything you ever knew about life to becoming less than a baby within a 6-month span. So when you talk about this kind of stuff, it resonates with me. He always had a saying, tomorrow never comes. That was his saying. And, unfortunately or fortunately for all of us, that's going to be true. So I love that you have pushed your foot on the pedal, in whatever endeavor you wanted to be in. So look, I applaud you for everything that you're doing and the fact that you're helping coaches who then go on to help
That's
thousands,
right.
millions
Yes.
of others.
Yes.
You leave quite a legacy for yourself and for everything that you've touched from here on out. So respect, lots of respect for you for that. I just wanted to share that with you.
Thank you.
I love that. So where does Linda go from here?
That's a great question. All my life, I have always just, so my keynote speech is follow your heart, follow your dreams. And it wasn't like I have all these plans. It was a lot of intuition. If I might use the word, I listen to the universe guidance. Like everybody I meet, it's been quite incredible, like you, right? So where do I go from here? Where I go from here is that I have, as I share with you, I have received 3, 4 invitations by now to make my life story into a film. When I do accept, my only purpose is to give hope, because many people are struggling to find their one dream, to achieve their one dream, and I have achieved it all humbly. So that will be one goal. Hopefully it's sooner than too much later, because obviously the sooner we can do it, the more people we can help. So that would probably be one project, one main project, because it can reach the mass, right? And that's when people can learn that they can read the book, because the book has helped many readers become published authors. And then they can also learn that they can come to Coachable, to reach out to coaches to help, because everything about me is achieving your dreams, achieving your goals. When we can achieve our dreams and goals, we are more content, right? When we're more content, when we can focus on ourselves a little bit, that's heart number 1. It's so important, right? Because we can't share more love when we don't have love ourselves, right? So I strive every single day, whoever I talk to, right? Whoever I talk to, I always try to help them achieve their goals, whether it's paid coaching, not paid coaching. So Link Coaching is where I show up as a coach. And it's just like in me, in my DNA, not just now, like I said, my whole life. My whole life, I was always helping people achieve what they want to achieve, even when I was younger, amazingly. So the theme, that project, I think will be the overarching goal, to have that theme, to share the broad message, and then people can read the book, and then people can reach out to Coachable, or the coaches can serve. I think that will be the way to go. And then 3 Hearts on the sideline to help as well. I think it's about time I need to build a team. I've been on my own all this time. I mean, of course, I have people to help. Success is a team sport. You can never do everything on your own. But what I meant is that I don't have a paid team.
Sure.
So that was the only place that I have volunteers. But everything else, I pretty much work on my.
Who plays you in the movie?
That's a really good question. That's a really, really good question. I don't know yet. I would love to play my mom because I don't think anyone could play her. I would love my daughter to play me, but I'm just joking. I mean, it's not up to me. It's up to her.
Listen, I mean, you told me that you published this book, or at least wrote this book for your kids to know who your mom is or was. For you to play her,
Yeah,
I think that would be fascinating.
yeah.
That'd be a great way for
I
them to
don't think
really
anybody can
understand.
play my mom. I would love to play my mom. That
I love that.
I mean, I don't know enough actors and actresses for the specific role, but I recently saw a movie, downsizing,
Okay.
that Vietnamese character. I mean, I'm not as blunt as she is, but her authenticity, her down to earth and no pretentious. Even when you watch the movie, you know it's a movie, but she was just so real. And I think that it's really correlating to my character. I'm all about authenticity. Like when you meet me in real life, I'm when I go out, I'm just the same. Like a lot of people, I found out, oh well, you're the author. So do you know what I mean? Like I don't have big makeups, I don't have pretentious, and so I think
Right.
that authenticity from her, from that character, is where I relate.
I
And
love that. What
also because
stopped
she's
you from
Vietnamese.
accepting?
Pardon?
Sorry, go on. Go on. It's okay.
I was just saying because she's Vietnamese, she can relate to the story. What did you just
Sure.
say? Sorry.
I was gonna say, what has stopped you? You said you've had 3 or 4 invites to create it. Why
Okay.
haven't you said yes?
So when I received so I'm now in this documentary that is nothing to do with my story. Well, it is because the reason why I write a book, right? But
Hmm.
back in 2016, before I even published the book, I was selected as a main cast on another documentary on a brain science. So I entered thinking that it was a brain science research. I did not know it was actually an audition. So I was actually offered a main role for that documentary, but because of the title was too controversial that I could not accept. So I've never worked on a job for the money, for the name and fame. It's always passion and purpose. I know my value early on in my life, my incredible parents, and so I never accept anything when it doesn't align with my value. So I couldn't accept that. So then after that, I had 2 more invitations through LinkedIn at the time, but I was barely on LinkedIn. I only created profile. I was always on Facebook more because back
Hmm.
then to me, LinkedIn was still a little bit boring, excuse me for
Yeah.
saying so. And I didn't really know those people. So I wasn't literally, I think it's all about readiness, isn't it? It's all about timing and readiness. So I wasn't ready. I didn't know those people. It's a project that you want to work with people that you can trust, right? I don't want my story to be banned or changed for any other purpose, right? I want to stay as real as I am. Then most recently, this one was my by far surprise because he listed out the character, how it captured him, how he found my book. Um, but when I look him up, I couldn't find much about his presence on the internet, to be quite frank. Again, I think you need to find the right team for such a project. For such a project,
100%. You
yeah,
you you mentioned LinkedIn was boring, but you also
that's back
mentioned,
then. Pardon me, that's a few
right. Yeah,
years
no, no,
ago. Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough. And I was not on LinkedIn all that much either. But you also mentioned that not having an online presence can hurt you as that individual hurt them.
Yeah.
What are you doing on LinkedIn now? Are you more on LinkedIn than Facebook now, or where do you
I
play that?
am on LinkedIn not every day, not as much as Facebook, because Facebook is more casual, more connecting
Yeah.
as suits me, my nature, my book. So I have always been on Facebook. Facebook was my place. But ever since I launched 3 Hearts and more so Coachable, I've been on LinkedIn more. I'm connected with a lot more investors than coaches. I should connect with more coaches. But on
Okay.
LinkedIn, it's more, somehow it's just natural. LinkedIn, I share more of my thought leadership than on Facebook. Facebook is more casual. It's
Right.
still everything about me, but so Facebook is where I receive all the interviews, all the amazing work that has happened so far. Without Facebook, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be even meeting you.
I
So
love that.
they both are equally important to me. Facebook has where I live. LinkedIn is my holiday house.
Okay. How much
But
how much importance do you put on online presence for you?
important. Like I said, without that, I wouldn't be here with you. I live my world now. My world now is online. My in-person friends would not get what I'm doing, if that makes sense. Yes,
Oh,
if
it
that makes
definitely
sense.
does.
Yes.
Yeah, anyone pushing
we
online understands.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's very important. Even though I'm not on LinkedIn every day yet, but yeah, when I am on, I tend to comment on other people more, like you, how I connect with you. I'm
Yes.
not really there to just sell myself. I really truly want to connect with people. So, but if I have a team, of course, I could do more. Right now, it's more of me prioritizing my time, where it goes.
Right.
Yes,
But I think
yes,
what you're doing is perfect because it's those connections that then lead to where you sell yourself and it's more organic,
yes,
right?
that's
So
right.
so definitely that. How do I support you in this amazing journey of yours?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the amazing question. I'm really being open. And because sometimes what I think might not be what you think, and you know more on your capacity, right? So I thought the best way is I share my story, I share my journey, and you can see where your power comes in, where your volume, your capacity. From what I see, London Real Ventures had amazing YouTube audiences, right? So it's a perfect fit in that sense. Having said that, I am being mindful that it's more about Web3 and blockchain and all of that. But the lucky things about my journey, my book, and everything I do is that it relates to all industries. Doesn't matter what industry you're in, you still want to have connection and happiness. Doesn't matter which part of the globe you are, you still want to achieve your goal, right? You still want to live your dreams. And
Hmm.
so I think it's a good fit in that sense. It's all about how we present it, right? So let's say we have the film, you have all the audiences, and um, yeah, so that's what I'm thinking.
I love that. Well, look, like to be fully transparent, my role is more on the venture side, the
Yes,
investing side, not
yes,
so much on picking the guests and who shows up on the media. So there's two different arms there, the
right,
media platform and the venture arm, right? So
yeah,
I can always make a recommendation.
yeah.
If you have any material that you want to send to me, I can always pass that on. I can always do that for you.
But I also thought that, with the venture side, that's when we fund the production of the film, right?
Yeah, right now everything is solely focused on AI, blockchain, and metaverse.
Right, I see, I
So,
see.
so no
But
funding will happen.
yeah, if that's the case, then I don't know how we can fit coachable in. Like, if that is if it's purely on blockchain, then that will be restrictive. But like I said,
Right.
that's why I thought I'll leave it to you, because then, up to your creativity and you know more than me. So yeah.
Well, I think the best thing is I mean, do you post it all on LinkedIn? I know you said you're more commenting on other people, but do you
I
post
do
yourself?
pose occasionally, not as often, and I can do more. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe what I can do is interact with the content, and
Mhm.
then through that we can see what possibilities open up going
Right,
forward from
right.
that
I
perspective.
see. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, yeah. So that's where we collaborate directly, so called.
Okay.
Um, so I'm also thinking creatively how we can collaborate in terms of me adding value to what you do as well, not just one way. I always believe in win-win situation. Connection is two-way. One way doesn't
Yeah.
work. I'm more than happy to actually be the connector, to connect your potential client to you
Okay.
as well. Because
Yeah.
I do know many investors, and there's
Okay.
one particular one that I'm thinking of. We're not going to share all of this, by the way. We'll probably
Yeah.
just share my story. Yes. One particular investor, because I know that you and Brian into crypto and all of those.
Yes.
One particular investor, he actually traces crypto, but you can actually purchase aviation and property, like it expands beyond in terms of investing, but through crypto with crypto. So
Okay.
we can stay connected and see how we can collaborate in different ways. So not just one
Yeah.
way, not just for me, but for you as well, if that
I
makes sense.
love it. And look, today was more, let's have an intro call. Let's get a
Yeah,
feel for each other. There'll be many more conversations
that would be
as we go
amazing.
along. So
Yeah,
let's see where we go from there.
yeah,
But
yeah.
listen, Linda, I love your story.
Oh,
All
thank
makes sense
you.
why you created a book, why you have a following, the following that you do, and why you've got coaches on your platform. So look,
Thank you.
looking forward to our future conversations, and let's
Yeah,
keep it going. I love it.
yeah. Thank
Thank
you,
you for
thank you.
sharing.
Thank you so much for your time. We'll stay in touch. Shall we schedule a time for January?
I have your did you share your calendar with me?
Yeah, I did.
think you
I will
right?
update it. I will update and share it
You
again.
update it, and then I can
Yeah,
look at what works for me in the
yeah,
new year.
yeah. So I
Okay.
basically think the investor about possible investing in aviation would be where you and Brian could be a good interest, a good match.
Love it. Love it. All right, Linda,
Thank you
enjoy
so
your
much.
holidays.
You
Enjoy your
too.
holidays. We'll chat
Yes.
soon, okay? Take
Okay.
care.
Bye for now. Bye.